Welcome back again. This time we're in the Langdale Valley, and at the moment we're just heading up, just skirting around the side of Side Pike up onto Lingmoor. Well, the original plan of today has changed quite dramatically actually. I started out with the intention of heading up to Pike of Blisco and Cold Pike and then heading along the Crinkles and then back down the band. But slight change in the wind, it has picked up a little bit overnight, and looking at the very tops of sort of your Crinkled Crag height, 850 metres, it's pushing 30 miles per hour. So I think today I'm going to keep it a little bit more simple. I think I'm just going to head up onto Lingmoor, summit there, head down to Blea Tarn, and then spend a little bit of time there and make a decision whether we want to go up onto Pike of Blisco or not. So the path just in front of us there is the one leading up around the side of Side Pike. From this angle you just have an unreal view down to Blea Tarn. There as well. And I think in the background there, will that be I think it's Weatherlam. I should know. I'm sure I'll work it out when I get back, but I'm pretty sure it's the edge of the Coniston Fells. I think it's the back end of Weatherlam and Swirl How. But yeah, this is just the start of the real ascent now. We have done a little bit up to this point, but nothing too drastic. This looks like the main part of the ascent now. So we're just coming past Side Pike now. If you are doing this route, this is one of the easiest, well, it's the easiest way from the Old Dungeon Ghyll from the Langdale Valley. There are other ways from the other side, but if you are coming up this way, to be honest with you, it's a really, really nice path. The amount of ascent I've done is probably around 200 metres so far, and I haven't really even felt it. There's a paved path just there where it began to get steep, but it was no more than 50 metres, and the views, even just from this point down to Blea Tarn and up onto Pike of Blisco, just in every direction. Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter where you're looking. This place has it all. And to say this is one of the smaller fells as well, Lingmoor, it's not high, it's only around 470 metres in elevation, so to say it's not one of the highest ones just goes to prove that you don't need to be at the highest point to get the views like this. So I've just come up the path there. As you come up to the top you reach the wall and just turn right and follow this path up. And you get this unbelievable view over to the Langdale Pikes. You can even see Jack's Rake just going up. Harrison Stickle, Loft Crag, Piker Stickle, Sergeant Man in the background as well. You can even see the path that leads up the side of Stickle Ghyll and all the way up to Blea Tarn. From where I am now, probably still around 100 metres off the summit of Lingmoor, but looking down at Blea Tarn as well. That view's just getting better and better. Not much more to go now. Last pull up, should be there shortly. Now also don't be mistaken with this route as well, you do have sections like this where you do have a little bit of hands-on scrambling, but it's nothing too technical. You're up against this wall as well, so you have plenty of things to hold on to. And all of these rocks have got really nice handholds and grips, but just be aware that there are a few little scrambles, nothing major. That was it there pretty much so far anyway. I don't know if there's any more similar, but it doesn't look like it, to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty straightforward. And we're now not far off the summit. So the summit is in view now. Just over 20 or 30 metres. The summit of Lingmoor Fell. Myself a rock. All the way down to Windermere, full length of the lake pretty much. Down to Holm Fell, Cathedral Caves just over there as well. Up onto Weatherlam, and the back end of the Coniston Fells, back around into the Langdales, Langdale Pikes, Blea Rig, and then everything in the background as well, all the way over to, that'll be Great Rig, up onto Fairfield, the Fairfield Horseshoe just going round there. slightly different way to the way that we went up. You can see the path that we went up just to the side pike there, and then we followed the ridge line all the way up to the summit, and then we've just come straight off the summit down this way towards Blea Tarn, which is just coming to view now. So yeah, we should be down there in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Spend some time down by the water's edge. But this walk in general's been more of a family friendly walk. Lingmoor Fell itself is family friendly, it's fine for kids, fine for dogs. Didn't come across many sheep, or no, I don't think there were any sheep up there, to be honest. But yeah, it's definitely one you can do with children, take the dogs up, or if you're trying to get somebody up for the first time, or you know, a beginner, that's a good beginner's walk to do. Don't get me wrong, there are small amounts of scrambling, but if you want to get somebody out into the fells, then that's definitely a good starter one. And like I say, I'm just heading down to Blea Tarn now, so it's a perfect way to end the walk, really, when you've got something like that at the end. As I'm just heading down now, I'm just considering also giving these walks a little bit of a difficulty rating. I'm sure you all do your research and you know what you're in for, and a lot of the times when you're doing these walks, but it always helps to have somebody that's experienced it, that's done it, you know, especially when you're doing it for the first time. So if you are, then I'm going to start doing a little bit of a rating on the difficulty, and I'll do that out of 5. So 5 being most difficult, 1 being fairly easy, beginner walk. And in all fairness, the more I think about it, the more this is on the lower end of the 1 star, 1.5 star maybe at a push, because of the slight amount of scramble you do. But yeah, this is, on the difficulty rating, this is fine. This is definitely a 1 star. We'll say 1.5 star for the first one. And yeah, we'll start doing that going forward, each and every Wainwright that we do. So as we say goodbye to Blea Tarn, heading back to the Old Dungeon Ghyll now. I think I might as well finish off the video. I mean, I've just been looking back. You can see the entire route that I took, heading up there earlier today along the ridge, and then we ended up coming back down here. You could easily make this way your ascent and go up that way. You don't even need to really go along the ridge. If you're coming up from Blea Tarn, it's just straight up that way. Probably is a little bit of a steep pull up because it was quite steep coming down, but you could be up there in under an hour, definitely. So yeah, just the one Wainwright today. Lingmoor Fell, 469 metres. Really, really nice views from the top because you have all of the big boys surrounding. You know, you've got the Langdale Pikes, Blea Fell, Pike of Blisco. You've just got some real big mountains to look at around you, and it makes for some really nice views when you're up there. As well as looking in the opposite direction to Windermere as well, and the Helter Water. But yeah, definitely recommend this one, as I would with all of them that I've done so far. I'm not going to not recommend any. But in terms of that route, definitely recommended. Like I say, even just going up the way that I came down and doing an out and back from Blea Tarn would be just as accessible. I could see the whole route from here. So yeah, but that'll do it for today. Hope you enjoyed as usual. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy, and I'll see you wherever we end up next.